The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, that QB's traps. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Back to throw, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third and 2, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He's letting this one go for touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 34 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
24. 6 guys. 24 down, he's coming. Check. Fresno.
From the 50, it's Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Switch.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And that's caught at the 25. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 54 yards. On first down, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 18 yards, first down Niners. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Tighten down. There you go. 21. He's General West. He's checking.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step ahead.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Gary Conley. And it's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Dances by him. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Gary Conley. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Garoppolo now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, check Mike. Hey, exit. 33. Check Mike. Check Mike. Mike, check 33. 33.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked Picked off near the 34. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Texans 56, 49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
54. You better be afraid of me. You better be alert. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. On first down, it's Watson. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and a yard, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
To throw is Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. D. Ford, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the eye.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert, alert. Echo. Check 52.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, 59. 59. Watch the out. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, watch this. Watch this.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's QT complete. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Army. 50. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
And that'll set him back 5.
Keep playing hard.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
It's just me and you. Army. Mike, 56, right there, 56. That's right, baby, they don't want it. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkrisky Tart, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, "Hey, you got anything for this one?" Might get radio silence back.
31. Go. Mike 51. Come on, D. Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, you can hands up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Gold with the extra point, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
54. Mike 54. Drop deep. Kill.
Watson from the gun, he'll throw. He's got Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
First down, Texans.
Yo, check 4. Hey, check 24. Mike's 50.
Watson on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get in the weight room.
Throwing on 1st down. Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DJ Reader able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. DJ Reader picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
I got you. Watch the safety creep.
And an alley to run. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 22-yard scamper as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks would tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I got you. 21. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now Garoppolo lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
11.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Here we go,
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. There's Garoppolo to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So
and my goodness, another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. The 40. He's in the 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
59.
After the interception, here's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
56, right there, 56. Hey, tight. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56.
Throwing now, Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 84, 49ers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
7 yards there and a first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, could also result in a melee later, though.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On first down, Garoppolo. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Garoppolo on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney merciless. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.